I am Valencia Lee. I am here today with Larry Smith III, writer, author. This is your fourth book?
Yeah.
The fourth book.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so what started your writing journey?
What started my writing journey is probably it stems from drugs. I know you don't hear that
Oh,
a
wow,
lot.
we finna go deep, huh?
Yeah.
So is that what kind of...
No, well, see, I took a drug called ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's familiar with that. I just have to say it like that. But it chemically imbalanced me for an entire year, and
Okay.
I wasn't able to socialize with anybody for a year, or I kept myself locked away in a room, and I pretty much got the bad end
So
of the
is that
stick.
when you just started writing? When you
No,
was stuck
I started
in the room?
writing about 5 or 6 years after that. Because I went on that 5 or 6 years. I was going to hospitals, taking medication because I was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I seen a lot of commercials growing up, about people consuming ecstasy and it doing something to their brain.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real, but you just confirmed that it is real.
Mm-hmm.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So what about that experience led you to write your first book?
Embodying so much pain, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I wasn't doing anything with my life because it wasn't that I couldn't, it was just that I drifted off into that layer where I wasn't doing anything because I was just only taking medicine and, I wasn't really going anywhere. But then after that, I started getting myself coming back to reality, and then next thing you know, I ended up, living in part of East Houston in Channelview.
Okay.
And I started, one day I told my cousin, I said, I wanna write, bro. I wanna write, man. And he said, what you want to write about? I said, I don't know. And I didn't know what I wanted to write about. So
you had something on your heart and you needed to get out.
It was the gift was coming.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna go to Walgreens and I'm gonna get me a pack of pens and a tablet. And that's what I did. And then I started writing poems.
Okay.
I started writing poems next thing you know, those poems turned into a lot of them. And then all of a sudden I said, well, you know what? Then my dreams started kicking in. I said, you know what? Maybe I should turn it into.
Kicking in, it's real.
Yeah, I started turning. I said I could turn this into a book, now, but it wasn't up to everybody else to believe I was going to do that. But I told a certain amount of people, and some people believe me. And
I
some
should say,
people,
most of the time you tell people you're gonna write a book, they don't believe it.
They don't.
I'm actually, this is your fourth book. I am actually getting ready to publish my fourth book.
Yeah.
So I understand the process that you have to go through continuously to write, edit, publish.
And when you looking at a book, like say for example, I'm looking at that one, and I never wrote a book before. I would say in my head that look hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that look like hard to do, but some people think that it's not that hard because they just see that's what you do, and and after you do it so much, they start knowing you like, okay, he's gonna write that book because he's done it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now they like, but the main thing is I try to get people to understand is you need to start counting on yourself and don't lie to yourself, because if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, you lied to yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't lie to nobody else. You lied to yourself.
You lie to yourself, and that's strong because I believe I always tell why lie. That's one of the things you can look at the side here. We got
that applies to everything.
It says why lie? Like, why you gonna lie? It's one thing to lie to me, but to lie to yourself, come on now. Just if you know you're not gonna do it, just don't do it. But if you know it's your purpose, you need to stand in it and you need to move.
And that's what holds a lot
of
people back too. They don't be honest with themselves. It holds them back from doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I hear about this thing called fear of success. I would never understand that, but how would you not want? I don't know. I guess it's like a reverse psychology of the fear of failure or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You have a lot of people out here. They're unhappy. They're depressed.
Yeah.
Going through a lot of stuff because they're not in their lane. They haven't found that passion. They haven't found that dream that's pushing them to that point. And it's sad that you had to, take a drug, go through that and get to that point. So if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is your first book? Is it a poetry? Is it like a poem book?
Smiling through the
Is
pain.
it more about, okay, so it's
It's
more about all the stuff
life
that you
and
was going
inspiration, and basically just an embodiment of like everything I was feeling at that time, like just really just being creative, and but like I say, yeah, it's like 62 pages.
Okay.
Like 62 pages, and it's like my first.
Where can you find it at?
You can get it on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. Is that where all your books are on Amazon? Okay. Do you write and publish them all yourself?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't publish them myself, but I go through I used to go through Amazon, but now I go through a company that a lot of writers don't understand about. I go through a company called Ingram Spark.
That's who I use.
Yes.
I know, very familiar.
I'm
I got
sure
away from Amazon.
Why.
I got away from Amazon, and I use Ingram myself, so
exactly.
I definitely know, understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon makes it easy if you're a beginner.
Yeah.
And you want to learn, how the book publishing process go. I would recommend that you start with Amazon because it is simple. But once you get a little bit more advanced, you want more options.
Yeah.
You can switch over to Ingram. But I definitely like Ingram a whole lot better than Amazon. I will say that.
Because you're gonna be able to deal with retail stores.
Yeah.
Because they make it 55% off, and they make it.
You do get paid more in Ingram versus Amazon with your expanded distribution. You are 100% correct.
And you get book return availability.
Yeah. So I
definitely... the stores will be able to return it.
I just like the options. With Ingram, it gives you just so many more designing options.
Yeah.
As far as the layout, the template, versus Amazon. They only give you 2 or 3 to choose from.
Right.
So if you look at our Amazon books, they all pretty much look the same because they only got pretty much 1 or 2 ways on how to design it.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of focus on Ingram because I can do it so many different ways. So, we have your book. This is your 4th book. When did you release this one?
I released that book, I believe it was, I released it January.
Of this year?
No, 2021.
Okay, last year.
Yeah,
okay.
last year.
Okay, and what are your plans? What plans do you have for this book now?
The plans right now, as of right now, the plans I have for this book is to convert it into a film, like a feature film.
Okay, feature film coming, Black Gold Down Under. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm working with Ron, and we're gonna try to bring it to life. We're not gonna try, we are.
Yeah. Oh, you working with Lil Ron? It's gonna come to life.
Yes, I know.
It will come to life. It will come to life. And you were telling me that you also have a workshop also that you do as a writer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have a workshop. I have a writing masterclass, and I go through a company called Udemy.
Okay.
Udemy. I want people to know that.
And we literally giving y'all writing and publishing tips, what's easy and what's to do now, because a lot of people keep this stuff secret. They don't want you to know what they used to doing.
A lot of people don't want people to know what they're doing, and I don't know what it is with that, but it's almost like a person that got money but they're tight with it and they can help but they don't. That's just the same thing. It ain't no different.
And that's one thing I pride myself on. If I know it, I try to be real raw and unfiltered. If I know, hey, you can have the information.
Exactly.
So I'm not gonna do anything to keep it from you. But so we got the books, we got a feature film coming. You got your workshops. I mean, is there anything else we need to know about you? Because you out here writing, just going hard, huh?
Yeah, I operate, you know what I'm saying, like my last day is coming, you know what I'm saying, on this earth. But I don't know when it is. I don't want to know what it is. But
get the best out of what you can now, huh?
Yeah, I try to use every minute in the clock every day because I don't know when my time is up. And I got somewhere I'm trying to get to in my life as far as ain't nothing in my future, ain't nothing about my goal or my dream vague. No, I know what I want. I just have to keep working at it, you know what I'm saying, to get there.
Hey. Look like you done found your path.
Yeah, I have.
So if you know anybody who wants to write, because by me being a writer, people always in my inbox hit me up asking what advice could you give them as a writer? What advice would you give someone who wants to be a writer, who wants to publish books?
Don't spend more time telling people you want to write a book versus actually taking the time to do it.
That is a good one.
I know. I had to figure that out on my own.
That is a good one because people do spend more time trying to tell. I'm writing a book and you ain't even started writing the
book. Because they deal with telling people and they deal with fear too.
Yeah.
So it stops them. But I I
got somebody I'm dealing with right now. I hope they watch this show because they know who they are. I've been waiting on their book. They said their birthday passed.
Yeah.
And we waiting, and I know it's fear that's holding this particular person back, but I feel like they definitely have the potential to be a great writer, but fear will hold you back.
And I think people that actually want to write a book, and when they start, I think they deal with writer's anxiety. I just made that up. I don't know if that's real or not.
I think it is.
It's real, but
writer's block is pretty much the same line. Do you deal with that?
Nah, I like to tell people, you know what I'm saying, how to avoid it, because the way you avoid it is like dealing with real anxiety. You have to, instead of thinking about it, you have to just do it. Just write it. And then the words will come to you. The story will come to you. But it's just like real anxiety. If you keep thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow, you're not gonna want to go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I get my best writing done early in the morning.
Oh,
no
really?
Distractions. Like, my mind is fresh.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something about. Don't get me wrong. I still write late at night, but it's something. The best creative ideas come to me early in the morning.
Yeah, that is a good time.
So
yeah.
And, some people think if they write it, they'll be like, oh, it's not right the first time. Most of the time, if I write it, it's not right the first time.
Well, that's what an editor is for.
You got to keep rewriting. I'll be like, write it again. If it's not right, write it again. Sometimes you have to write it 8, 9, 10 times before you get it right. It's a process. It's not like me being a writer. I write it one time, and it's good to go, because it's not.
Yeah.
So, it is a process.
Yeah. And I went from writing a book in 6 months to up to today. Now I give myself about a year and 3 months, and then maybe about 3-4 years from now I may say give yourself about 2 years. I don't know. It may just my books get bigger and bigger every year.
That's good. That's good. So I am here. This is Larry Smith. Larry, are you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on. My Facebook handle is Larry Smith III, and my Instagram is author Larry Smith, and my Twitter is Larry Smith III.
Okay, and where, if somebody wanted to find Larry Smith III books, where would we find them?
You would go on Amazon.
Amazon. Do you have a website by any chance?
Yeah, my website is authorlarrywaltersmith.com.
All right.
authorlarrywaltersmith.com.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here first. First thing, don't do drugs.
That is the first thing, because if you keep this safe up here, you keep your mind, safe, then you don't have to worry about nothing infiltrating it to bother your life.
That's drug. You know what? That's not just drugs. That's information.
Yes.
People, just all type of stuff, just penetrating your brain can destroy it.
It's
not just drugs. So.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Oh,
for coming
thank y'all
through.
for having me on here.
And feminist, like I say, you're a writer, I'm a writer. It's always so much good to just, you have people that publish books and that I interview, that's out there, they do one here and there. But you more like me, like we writers. We write. That seems like we write all day, every day.
I've gotten to the point where that now my marketing is different. I started on I have another book that I started on. I'm finishing it next year.
Okay, so we got book number 5 coming out. Okay.
It's called The Search for Lydia.
Okay.
And it's a mystery suspense thriller, but I've gotten to the point where when I start on a book from now on, I start telling everybody, and I start putting out posters everywhere before it even get halfway through, because it creates a buzz with people. So by the time you put your book out, you got those people, ready to buy it. You know what I'm saying? And they're ready.
Man, you got the book marketing down. Man, I done learned a few things from you today that's going to help me be better. So I appreciate that. But thank you so much for coming out.
Oh, no problem.
Y'all tune in. This is Valencia Lee. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. This is Serious Business. We out.